Hey everyone, this is the LEGO Ninjago Vermillion Invader, and almost everything in this set is on the bad guy side of the equation except for just one minifig. Many aspects of the construction of this vehicle here feel very innovative to me. There are no brand new techniques introduced with this, I think, but just the way everything ends up going together, it's very enjoyable to behold as a builder and a fan of LEGO building in general. It does have kind of a cheater wheel on the back, as they sometimes do with some vehicles, but that mostly just adds a little bit of extra stability, prevents the thing from getting bogged down if you're running it through carpet. It does run on this center track. It does get all of its traction with that center track, which is able to move about pretty smoothly. Sometimes with heavy tracks, especially in the past, there's been a problem where you kind of get a pre-bend in them right out of the package, and it'll kind of go to that bend and then slow down or bog down at that point. But this one just goes pretty well, so the materials are good. The quality of the part construction is good, and the quality of the build of the set, of the assembly, is good as well. They use hinges and various techniques to lock things into place to get this very triangular look, especially as you kind of view it from the top. Everything is just angled in towards the center. They cover some things up so you're not looking at too much of the interior of the build. It's an odd thing, it's different, but I feel like they were very successful in creating the look that they were going for and creating the shape that they were going for. This does have an action feature built into it, and it works in a couple of different ways. These are catapults up here with these eye-looking things. They're actually supposed to be like egg pods, and you can just pull these back. You can see the rubber band right there, but pull back one at a time, let it go, and nothing happens. You just hear what sounds like maybe a baby rattle. Well, here's the deal with these. You can take off this inverted tile piece right here and say that you're looking at the underside of something. Turn that around, look at the other side of it as I try to put this back in. There we go. And you're looking at the underside. Once again, anti-studs on both sides. This is symmetrical from one side to the other. They just add this on, so there's no hole there. However, you do put studs inside of here. There are two things that you can do here. For one, you can leave this open and just set it there lightly. Now, actually, let me not set it there lightly. Let me push it in all the way with the top open. Sorry about that. Pull this back. Now when I shoot this off, poor me, I'm gonna have to spend a while looking for these studs. There they go, all over my floor. So it shoots off small things. On this side, I've left this just the way it was a moment ago. It's not going anywhere because it's actually pushed it down onto the single stud right there in the center. That's what I was going for. If I just loosen it up from that center stud, now when I pull this back and let go, the entire egg, the whole capsule goes off. So there are different things you can do with it. You can keep everything together and just use it for pretend play. You can shoot out studs, which will go everywhere, or you can shoot the larger projectiles, which will do a little bit more physical damage. There are two platforms on the sides of this where you can put one minifigure each. There are two bad guy minifigs included in the set, so you can put one right there. And I've left the other platform just empty, just so that you can see it. You know, pretty much any size of minifig with any kind of accessories can be made to fit there. And this does have the new color used for some of the blade elements on the sides, including these large action figure blade pieces. These are transparent orange, but then they have metallic flake on the inside. So the edges are just the transparent orange, but as soon as you get inside there just a little bit, it turns all metallic. It makes almost a copper kind of look. The designer included this small assembly as well, which is exactly what it looks like. Just a piece of random man-made structure, like a piece of a fence or something, and it's intended to be a target just to give you something to shoot at in case you don't have anything at all. You can hide a figure behind here for cover and then try to shoot at this, and it just has the ability to flip back, so it gives you an indication when you've actually made a hit. The three included figures are Commander Ragmunk again, Slackjaw again, and then Zane, new version of Zane, and here he has one of the 4 collectible time blades. This is the forward time blade with the bright green kind of blade bits that are dual molded onto it with that kind of copper looking inside bit. If you haven't seen this weapon yet, that's a new one. This weapon piece over here is also a new one, dual molded for both of those. This one has the transparent red, you can see through it completely. This one has the translucent red, so you can see through it but not clearly. It's a little bit milky there. I continue to really like the new armor pieces for these guys, especially this one that's dual molded here. And we'll have to take some stuff off in order to see the rest of the prints, as always. And there is plenty to see on the backs of these torsos. Very ornate, especially these two here. Lots of detail and alternate faces for these two, but no alternate face for Zane. He just has his plug-in port on the back there. And here's a clearer look at the full prints on the fronts of the torsos and their other faces. Set also includes these 3 old red snakes, so you can just distribute them about the battlefield, maybe even try to shoot them from the catapult, or just hold them in the hands of the bad guy minifigs. Here's the stuff I think is done well in this set. See what I did there? It's everything that came in the set. The minifigs are good. The build of the vehicle is very different and I think very good. And it actually works well. Even this thing over here, the little extra thing that was built with the remainder of parts budget for the set, could have been done as just a dumb little, rock formation or something. But they turned it into actual cover that can be used for a minifig, and it has the simplest of useful action figure, just showing you when you've actually hit it if you're using it as target practice with the main vehicle. On the bad side, yes, this vehicle does look very weird. But you tell me, is that really such a bad thing? I don't know. Ultimately, I think the LEGO designer for this set has done their job well. Now, not everybody is going to like this vehicle, not even amongst Ninjago fans, but I think that if you like what you see here and you're just kind of wondering if it'll feel right in your hands, if it'll feel like you're getting a good value, I'm going to give you my opinion that you will like it, you will appreciate the value, you will appreciate the play value. If you like what it looks like, I do believe you will like actually owning it. That's pretty much all I have to say about it, but you can expand with your own thoughts or counter with your own opinions by leaving a comment on the video down below. That's always very much appreciated. And if you want to see more of my videos, be sure to check back on my channel on a regular basis so that you won't miss anything, even if YouTube doesn't notify you, even if you're subscribed. Thank you very much for your support, and I'll talk to you again soon.